This is Reviewer03, bringing you a video where I explain why Star Wars Episode 7 The Force Awakens is a bad movie. It's not because the movie is basically Episode 4 reheated in a microwave, or that it explains some things poorly. Wait, is this the lightsaber that Luke lost 30 years ago in Cloud City and that even Vader couldn't find? What? No, the bad thing about The Force Awakens is the main character, Rey. She's a horrible character, and if you have a horrible character, the movie can't be good. Why is she a bad character, you ask? Because she's a hugely overpowered godlike fantasy character that doesn't feel like a real person. Rey is a 19-year-old girl that never went to school and that never received any education from her family because they dumped her on a desert planet. And she spent most of her time scavenging so that she doesn't starve to death. Despite all these obstacles, Rey is an expert in fighting, piloting, fluently speaking droid and Wookiee, knowing things that were dismissed as legends 15 years before she was born.
This is a ship that made the Kessel run in 14 parsecs.
It's a ship that made the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs.
On top of that, she can use the Force on Jedi Knight level just 2 days after finding out that it even exists. You think that I'm exaggerating? Well, let's compare Luke Skywalker, son of the Chosen One Anakin Skywalker, to Rey. Luke and Rey had a comparable childhood. They both were raised on a harsh desert planet, and while Luke most likely never had to learn how to fight, he had the benefit of having parents that gave him formal education and that showed him how to repair stuff. Let's see how they do in similar situations.
What's that flashing?
Well, isn't it a flecker shield?
And I'm not interested in excuses like, well, Kylo Ren was wounded, so it's only natural that Rey would defeat him. Well, no. Finn was an elite soldier, actually the best of his squad, who had received more than a decade of military training. Yet Kylo Ren made short work of him. Rey was physically weaker than Finn, and she didn't have any military training, yet after closing her eyes for a few seconds, she defeated Kylo anyway. You know, a guy that was instructed by Luke Skywalker for at least a few years. And here lies the problem. By the end of Episode 7, Rey was almost invincible. Imagine how strong she will get after training with Luke for a few weeks. Probably stronger than Yoda. Thanks, fat ugly feminists who can't get a man and therefore become feminists. I'm looking forward to many new unrealistic and ridiculously overpowered female characters that will turn potentially good movies into crap.